Here we go, y'all. This is a woman's, quote, non-negotiable, all right, for having a baby, which it's a list of her non-negotiables, which includes $250,000 basically in yearly salary and or allowance. Okay, I'm gonna go over this list and I want you to objectively, or subjectively I should say.
I guess it depends on who she's marrying. Cause like if she's marrying like a billionaire, then it's like, it's like a prenup.
Let's not worry about that.
You got a picture of her?
I do.
Because the finer you are, the more you can demand.
What if Nick trained her at jiu-jitsu? Does that change the argument?
Yeah. Have you guys seen?
It's all subjective. It's all subjective. It depends on what your preference is.
Okay. Beautiful.
She could ask for some money, dude.
Okay. Let me throw out a couple disclaimers first.
I feel like she's like
nice skin though, man. Damn.
Model. Okay.
Yeah.
you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like someone like that's modeling, and then they're like, all right, to afford me, to make me quit what I'm doing right now, you gotta match my salary, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, whatever.
Yeah, that's why to me it's like, what do you bring to the table? And then you can make demands based off that.
Okay, so I'm a couple disclaimers again. Number one, we do not speak on behalf of all men, so
I do.
don't. Okay,
We tried to,
Bart
though.
does.
Me and Bart.
Number two, she doesn't want to have children, so these are her non-negotiables.
Alright.
If she has to have a child for somebody who like wants to have a child.
That's her choice.
Fair enough.
That's her choice, yeah. Whatever she
It's
wants.
important
If you
distinction.
don't want to have children, why do you want to have children?
She doesn't want to give
Shit.
Cannot compute.
She's saying change my mind, right?
Yeah, she's saying
She
change
got the coffee mug, she's saying change my
Well,
mind.
here are her thoughts, yeah.
because she believes that having children is going to do like internal, external damage to her.
Oh, so it's like to make it worth it. This is my condition.
Yeah, yeah.
Your body.
It changes your anatomy, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, totally. Okay,
That's
so
Fucking everything.
So he's a Steven Crowder, but like a black model version.
Yeah.
so number one on the list is a prenup before the pregnancy that covers all bases and manages things like cheating, etc.
That's tight.
Okay.
Usually, if a gold digger was coming to the
She don't want the
agreement,
prenup.
they don't want the prenup.
That's why I think it's tight.
So I'm like,
How come she's
I think
a
this
gold
is
digger,
more
then?
of like, especially on the concept of cheating, it's like if he cheats, then XYZ maybe or something like that. Like for example, he's got to take care of like, all the child care. Like he
It's
needs
like a prenup in her favor.
Yeah.
I think it's tight that she's going into it like that.
The next on the list is a $250,000 allowance annually per baby, including weekly therapy sessions, personal trainer, etc.
therapy?
Damn.
That's weird.
Annual?
Annually.
Okay.
Already.
That's every year.
Till the baby's 18.
Okay.
That's what the annual.
200. It's 250,000 per baby until the baby's 18. That's fair.
And that ain't even her baby.
That baby's 18.
Okay.
She says basically this will cover my weekly therapy sessions I'm going to need before and post giving birth, personal trainer to get me all fit and healthy and get my confidence back. Obviously grocery shopping and just things I would need to get.
That's if she gives birth to the baby, though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And if I just have an annual or monthly allowance equivalent to that, then I would be able to live comfortably, not just for myself, but for my child as well.
You know what? You know what I really like? How like whenever these things come up and people are listening to this and they go like, "Man, that sounds terrible." Like you always have a girl going, "Just say you broke."
Yeah. I'm trying to not sound like I'm broke right now. Like, oh yeah, that's fair. That sounds
Like,
good.
that's like 5K. To me, right now, what she just demanded is 5K. That's all I bid.
Okay.
Yeah. Actual retail price.
We have five. We have five right here.
50,000.
Yeah, okay, my bad.
That's pretty high.
Nobody thinks that. Nobody thinks it's that much.
Yeah. But I mean, okay, if you're like, let's say you're dating nothing but billionaires and millionaires, and then like, I've heard that they commoditize, like they just negotiate. Everything's a commodity. Like everything is like, okay, if you want this, then this is what's. It might be a world that I'm just not a part of because I still believe in love. Like I still believe in like, let things happen.
It sounds like most people that have this overview of like this is how it's gonna be. It sounds like they're lightly from the sugar dating world because that is how they communicate.
Yeah.
They're very like, hey,
Straight
I need
up.
this, I need that, I need that, I need this allowance, and then I'll be your, So it seems like that's like they graduated up until like, oh, if you want me all the time, like if you want to buy me out, it feels like
It's no longer the girlfriend experience.
Contract.
Yeah,
It's a wife experience.
It's a wife experience.
GFE's off the table because then otherwise, who's communicating that way off the bat. Like, you kind of have to get to
She
that.
definitely gets approached only by like billionaires.
Well, that's what Joe wants. He doesn't want to be buttered up for an hour. You know, he just wants to know what you want.
Do you love me or
Build them
not?
up after as well.
Yeah. Tell me how great I am after we sign the contract.
Next on the list is a baby moon. I guess that's fair.
Baby moon? What's that?
Oh, is it like when you go on a honeymoon before the baby comes?
Oh.
And or maybe after. I don't know.
No. I think it's when you're pregnant.
yeah.
When you're pregnant, you go on one last trip because you're not gonna be locked down for the first year.
Got it.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's a baby.
You should stipulate. Have your legal team take care of that term because that could be interpreted weirdly.
And then next on the list is will not be working. So if she has a kid, she's just not working.
Yeah, I figured
Okay.
that.
Wait, is she already even married to make these demands to her husband, or
No,
is it just?
I think this is just
someone
a
just
list.
wants
I think
to
she's
come
just a
and-
social media personality, and then she's just putting this out in the universe.
Okay,
That's
okay,
cool.
okay,
Communication.
Yeah.
Nice.
One is a housekeeper for 6 months post birth to take care of laundry, cooking, cleaning, etc.
That's actually reasonable. So she's assuming after 6 months, I can take those over now. Versus some people go,
She needs a housekeeper for 6
some
months.
people will demand a housekeeper for the rest of their life.
I bet that'll change.
Then replace after the 6 months, it becomes a weekly housekeeper.
Weekly thereof.
Yeah.
That's pretty reasonable. That's her first reasonable offer or demand.
On top of $250,000 a year.
That's crazy.
On top of for sure she ain't working.
I'm not broke though. I'm just saying that's crazy.
So what happens? What happens?
He can afford it. He can afford it.
Just say you broke, Bart.
With Char like this.
What happens year 3 when it's like, hey babe, I'm late on the payment for the 250?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Like, what's the penalty?
What gets repossessed?
The baby.
Honestly,
The
probably
baby gets put back in.
fucking list that shit out. Like, well then you gotta give me the fucking Rolls Royce then.
Hey babe, I'm so sorry. I'm running late on this shit.
Fuck.
I'll get to you next
Just
week.
tell me you're broke.
Busted.
She next wrote a mummy makeover because my body's going to be destroyed internally and externally.
Destroyed. I thought that's when you're the most beautiful. Freaking women.
Thank you. They can't make up their
Make up
mind.
your goddamn mind.
Yeah, thank you.
Are you beautiful when you're pregnant or are you ugly?
Have a beauty standard. That's what nobody says.
A mummy makeover refers to cosmetic surgeries that you might choose to have after giving birth to alter the changes your body undergoes during pregnancy and childbirth.
I'm cool with it.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool with it.
We've already said
Makes you.
Ages ago. Sorry.
This could
you
mean
feel
a
better?
tummy tuck, vaginal rejuvenation surgery, liposuction.
How do you rejuvenate the vag?
Rejuvenation.
I mean,
What do they do for that?
some of that is technically for us, so we have a young, hot wife.
Thank you, Joe. Exactly.
So I'm like, getting your pussy lips nice and tight, like, is that really for her?
Nah, it's for me.
Exactly.
Yeah, getting her pussy lips nice and
That's the thing that's weird about it. It's like if you're that concerned with having a young hot wife after your real wife gave birth to your baby, then someone like that would just go get a different young hot wife.
No, go get a surrogate.
That's what the prenup's for.
Life
You
hack,
don't know.
bro.
Oh yeah, surrogate.
Surrogate.
That's the move.
You don't
baby.
mess up your wife at all.
That's what
You
the
mess up the
Kardashians
surrogate,
did.
and then you don't ever talk to her
And
again.
then you don't have. Then you can negotiate down from $250,000 a year to like $60,000.
Thank
Surrogate sounds really very
One
expensive.
of them did that, and then she was talking about how, like, oh, I don't feel like as connected or some shit like that. I don't know.
Well, duh, she didn't go through the fucking turmoil of birth.
I don't feel as connected.
Yeah, she was like, I don't feel as. Kind of just feels like some
I also don't
kid.
feel as connected as someone else's dump that they took in the toilet.
I know. Well, the dump doesn't hear your voice after being in your body for a certain amount of time and then turn their head.
Hey, that'd be a sick ass horror film.
But just after the dump, do skin to skin with it.
Which is what I heard. By the way. Got a friend who did this via surrogate. And like the surrogate mom was around, and every time that voice was heard, the baby turns the head towards the surrogate mom.
Sure, dude.
Yeah, because like it's 9 months is a long time.
Yeah.
It is, and then it's hearing, and then it's being like the vibrations. See, that's why I wouldn't do a surrogate, because you don't know what kind of fucking voodoo bullshit is going on in that bitch's heart.
It's just fake stuff. It's fake things.
What if she's thinking about negative things all the time? The baby's fucking being injected with all that bad habit, like
Horror movies and shit.
ugh.
Wow.
I agree.
watching horror movies.
Next would be a night nurse to be hired so that she could get enough sleep and wake up able to look after the child in the morning.
God damn, just get a doula, bro. Or fucking
No, you need a night nurse, dude.
doula, or what's the other one? What's the other version of that? An au pair?
Did you get one?
Get an au pair.
We didn't have one, and I was trying to be there to support Gio every time. So every time she would breastfeed, I would wake up too,
And suck on the other titty.
and I'm just like, God, yeah, I'm like, God damn.
Sick.
And I'm like, this is fucking tiring, dude.
It's tough.
Yeah, and like we woke up, so I woke up with her every single time.
Childish. Nick.
Jesus.
What did I say?
Don't say those things.
It's tiring as fuck, man. I'm like, dude, if we have another one, we need to get one of them night nurses or whatever the fuck they are.
Night nurse.
Lastly was a push present. Have you guys ever heard of this?
I don't want to know. This one I don't want to know.
A push present. So either an apartment in her name, a car, or a business because she explained that she needs to secure her and her child's future.
Oh, like a AKA signing bonus.
Like an
Like,
asset?
here's an Escalade on top of our arrangement.
Hey, here's a business. Go ahead.
But managing a business takes work, and she said she didn't want to work.
Yeah.
Not if she's so my great aunt owns like as a shareholder, like majority of a business, she didn't have to do shit. It's like ran by executives.
But like, if she gets an apartment in her name, but she also has a housekeeper, it's like she's good.
But if she gets Junbi Hawaii, we know she's got to work.
Yeah.
Because my buddy owns it, and he got to fucking work the thing.
Oh yeah.
Not David. He's the brain.
No, not David. Yeah, he's
thinking
the
guy. He got
ideas guy.
ideas man.
Yeah, he's got like ideas about advertising and stuff.
Yeah. So you just got to be the David.
Yeah.
Good old David.
Damn, that's the whole list, huh?
Yeah, I mean that's a list that was printed out. I don't know if she's got like X, Y, Z.
Isn't this like a whole thing with like strong independent women that are coming out of like Miami and like these New York and like that's kind of like a whole I know what I want, I know my worth, and then they have a whole checklist.
That's strong, independent to come up with all the things that you need
Yeah.
will not work.
Go get your worth
Get
then.
your bag, girl.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna pay for it.
If somebody's willing to
Get
pay
your
for it,
push
who
present.
gives a fuck? There's nothing wrong with the list.
That's why when people see that and they're just like, yeah, right. It's like, I don't know, man. In the sugar dating phenomenon, that's like a impacted industry. Like, you can't. There's so many people on both sides.
How long did we research it? 3 minutes?
With that,
That's what I'm saying.
What are you talking about? We're a credible news source that only gives the truth.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly what he's saying. It's like we don't know shit. We judge it based on like what we read for like 4 minutes at a time. We don't know anything.
Well,
But
most
we
people
give
judge it-
disclaimers in the beginning of our video, so everything is like cool and legal.
I bet there's a sugar daddy out there that's reading this and is like, oh, finally, some clear terms.
dude, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna sit here and
bitch is
say
clear.
that I'm down for a sugar mama.
She wrote it out. Thank you.
I'm not saying that I'm sitting here that I'm okay with a sugar mama sending me money, even though I have a wife, and if she's cool with that relationship, we don't have to have sex or anything like that, and she just pays for certain things or gives me money annually.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's cool. I'm down.
In return for Q pics of you being like,
I can do it.
I got my own list too. Mine is like, you better not know what you want to eat every time we try to get food.
That's so many
better
women.
not
You better talk back to me. I'll bring up a good idea and you better shit on it.
You better tell me you can't do it.
Yeah, you better
Bart, just say you're broke.
fucking,
Yeah, Bart, just say it.
Yeah, just say it.
you better call me fat when I'm in the best shape of my life.
That's what's crazy is that basically by her making this list, she's trying to narrow people down. So the more people that are going, this is stupid, it's working.
It's just choosing the filter.
Not for you, bud. She's trying to find that one dude that can go for this.
But I mean, if she doesn't get anyone, then she still wins because
It
she
don't
never
matter 'cause
wanted kids in the first place.
because she didn't need no body anyway.
But next year it's like, okay, just 200,000.